Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Quiver Podcast. And today I'm joined by Vic. Say hi, Vic.
Hello. Hello.
And of course, I'm Brian. Galing pa yan to Vic sa Smart Araneta Coliseum.
Diyan
As
na
you
neta.
may have seen from our Quiver Quickie. Kasama niya si Willie. Kasi si Willie nagstay behind pa. Hindi ko alam kung anong motivation ni Willie.
Iba,
Why he's
iba,
still
iba yung,
outside.
iba yung ano niya talaga manood. Iba, ibang klase yung ano ni Willie ngayon manood. Ibang klase yung drive. Drive to survive. Ibang klase.
Ganito ba postura ni Willie habang nanonood? Naka-cross arms.
Hindi. Iba, isa lang yung may nagmamay-ari niyan. Iba yan eh.
Hindi pwedeng gayahin. Hindi
Hindi
pwedeng
pwedeng,
gayahin. Copyright.
ano yan, pinipilit gayahin pero hindi maduplicate.
Oo. Idol
Imitated but
talaga
never
kasi.
duplicated, sabi nga nila. Di ba?
Ayan. So, of course, we're going to react to two games today. Of course, one of them was the glorious Lady Spikers win over the Ateneo Blue Eagles in 4 sets. Ateneo taking the second set of that one. And also will touch on the heartbreaking comeback that was
Sayang
not
yan.
completed by
Sayang
the
talaga.
Green Spikers. That took 5 sets, as I alluded to, when they lost to the Ateneo Blue Eagles, who won that fifth set after almost surrendering a 2-0 lead. Grabe kung reverse sweep yun, no? That could have been
Ganda.
an
Ganda
important win
sana
for
ng
the Green
araw natin.
Spikers.
Napakaganda ng araw natin. Sayang talaga.
All right, so let's go first to the second game of our
Siyempre,
doubleheader,
uunahin muna
which
natin
is
yan.
the women's game. And yun nga, di ba nakikita natin yung mga jokes and Willie mentioned this in the quickie na dapat
Email,
in-email
in-email,
tong game
in-email,
nito.
in-email, in-email.
But I guess Ateneo vindicated themselves a little, taking one set. A thing that FEU, UST, and even UP failed to do. So kahit wala pang panalo yung Ateneo, siguro in their channels, they would say, oh, nakaisa kami sa Lasal. So I guess that's a moral victory to them. But before we go to that second set, syempre, let's review how our players performed. Of course, in this game, just like in the game in midweek against UP, wala pa din si Shabana Lapot,
Yep.
our team captain. So, of course, it didn't look like a problem last Wednesday against UP, but perhaps Ateneo had a better read, came into this game with more knowledge of that situation and kind of found a way in one set. What can you say first, Vic, dun sa current rotation natin? Maybe let's go with the reliables, which are Angel, Amy, and Laika. Like, and syempre si Ashana. Like, these players, they are constant performers. What can you say about how they performed against Ateneo today?
Uh, I'm so happy na after Angel, it was Lilay and Amy. Kasi first and foremost, going into this match, I really expect Lilay and Amy to dominate. Kasi definitely, personally, walang aabot sa kanila na player ng Ateneo. By just, if they impose their will, si Lilay and si Amy, if they impose their will, wala eh. I mean, it's easy peasy tong game na to sa kanila with because of what Ateneo can offer ceiling wise in this match. So yun, I'm so happy that they followed Angel. Angel scored 22 points and then Sililay with 18 and then Amy with 17 if I'm not mistaken. So
21 si Angel pala, sorry. Yeah,
ayun.
yun lang. But 18 and 17 the rest.
I'm
The
so
two.
happy
Yung
na
pumunta.
after Angel, sila ng dalawa yung nag leading scorers sa atin for this match, which is yun yung expectation ko going into this match kasi nga yun lang eh. Height wise medyo challenge to si Ateneo, so I really expected our middles na barbecue chicken tong game na to sa kanila, as Shaq would say. I mean the bigs will dominate this match. Siyempre si Angel is a given. Siya pa rin naman yung main hitter natin, point getter for us. So standard. I mean, we expect Angel to deliver that. I think she only had two attacking errors, so it's fine. Okay lang. And then yun nga, Angel had to work offense defense. So I mean, siya pa rin talaga yung highly rated mo with as far as work rate is concerned. But after the 3, I think yun yung malaking factor dito yung after the 3 kasi as what we've mentioned on our previous episodes, no, itong mga laro natin until the Adamson match, we will be able to catch a glimpse of who will who can step up na pwede nating asahan in case we need those spark of the bench, no. I mean, assuming Shivana comes back, so may Shivana, may Angel, and then Lila and Amy, and then pwedeng si Shane. But then as we see on these past two matches, UP and Ateneo kanina, yun, we've seen various characters stepping up for us. So after nila, well, although sa stat sheet ngayon, after naman nila, si Shane pa rin naman yung sumunod with 8 points. But then, malaking sa akin, contributor si Ella De Guzman and si Altea Cabradilla, who also contributed. Especially si Cabradilla, 5 points, 3 blocks. No? Ang laking bagay kasi ang laking wing spiker ni Altea eh. Sobrang kaya ako hindi naman sa I'm not happy na kasi 'di ba they got the opportunity to play kasi Shane was given a lot of chances nung second set, 'di ba? If I'm not mistaken, but talagang wala. So Coach Ramil had to kailangan niya ng magic bunot, and that's why I'm happy to finally see what Ella and Altea could contribute sa match natin. So yun yung doon. After Shane, it was Ella and Altea providing the bali yung natin supporting cast stat sheet for this one is split into, if last Wednesday it was split into two, Shane and Mikey. For this match, it was split into three. Si Shane, si Ella, and si Altea. Nag-scatter lang sa tatlo. So, personally, I'm happy to see that na there's always people ready to step it up kasi again, uulit-ulitin natin to. It's important to give confidence to these players. Similar to what happened to men's basketball, lahat nagkaroon ng opportunity, nagkaroon ng kumpiyansa. That's why playoffs, finals, we had players stepping up at the right place at the right time. So yun, we're done with the attacker. Syempre, Ishana Nunag, hindi naman pwedeng mawala. Another ulit, stellar performance, 6 points, 3 blocks, 11 excellent sets. So what more can you ask for? So yun lang, yun yung doon. I mean, we could not ask for more, and we all pray that she stays healthy, di ba? Yun yung dyan. Para, kasi with the way she's playing, it's really, as mentioned sa previous episodes natin, I think eto na, baka siya na yung hinahanap natin talaga na magi-stabilize inside on the floor with her setting and all around play. 6 points, 3 blocks, 11 excellent sets. Diba? Parang ibang klase. Doing an all around job din. Same with Angel. Same with Angel and Lilay and Amy. And then
Yeah.
Laika. Let's go to
Uh-huh.
Laika. I think backline na tayo, backline. Si Laika, 10 excellent receptions. From what I've seen, correct mo na lang ako rito, Bray, kung tama. 10 excellent receptions, 4 excellent digs, for 47% efficiency. Ayun nga, with, I think there's a stat, pag tinignan niyo yung stat sheet, I think ang layo ng disparity ng reception efficiency natin compared to Ateneo in this match. And I think that's a stat na magandang tignan ngayon, especially that we have access now to the match stats. Yung reception efficiency really carries a lot of weight sa laro ngayon. Kasi pag ang baba niyan, chances are talo ka. Parang wala akong yan yung pwedeng maging direct correlation lagi na if ang baba mo diyan, chances are talo ka. Parang ang hirap manalo na ang hirap manalo ng match na ang baba ng percentage mo sa reception efficiency. So, that's one stat that we can relate. So, yun. Sabi nga nila, defense wins championships for you. If you can receive, if you can dig, kapag malinis yung first pass mo, chances are yan yung bubuhay sa'yo sa match. I think that's all we can. Baka meron kang you want to add more, Brian, what I've said. Na
Wala
di ko
naman. It's more of nakatipid ako sa tanong kasi itatanong ko pa lang staggeredly dapat yung iba pero you touched on it so I don't need to repeat it. That's a good extensive coverage of what we wanted to discuss early on. So we can focus on the second set, which kung may
Ayan.
naliligaw mga Ateneo fans watching this episode, ito yung highlight nyo of the women's
Yes. We will give you
action.
flowers. Don't worry. Hindi
Oh,
kami
kasi wala namang
salbahe.
Ateneo podcast ng volleyball as far as
Oo,
we know.
hindi
So,
naman kami salbahe
you're
dito.
doing
So
your
we will
service
give you
here.
flowers
Yeah.
for the second set.
No, so ang glaring stat, if we will just read the stats and not
Sige,
take into
buong
account
match.
how the game is that yung discrepancy ng errors, we gave away 9 points to them in that second set. They only gave back 2 of those 9, so parang +7 sila sa errors
Yes.
department. And talking before we started this recording, may mga nabanggit kang factors and I will let you tell that to our viewers and listeners. But before that, tatanong ko lang was, siguro bago tayo pumunta dun sa ano yung tingin mo bakit nagkaroon ng ganun gap sa errors between Lasal and Ateneo. Maybe what I am thinking about in my head, having watched both teams play at least at this game, naging nagiging predictable na ba yung Lasal in how they played the second set, or was it more of Ateneo kind of also playing with less pressure? Kasi I mentioned in our preview nung kami ni Gio na kung hindi masyadong magiging mataas yung respeto ng Lasal, kung bababa man siya in a certain way. Plus, biglang yung Ateneo they play with less pressure na, alam mo yun, iba kasi yung pressure ng first set eh. Pag first set, parang it's always there for the taking. Pero pag nadehado ka na ng one set, we've seen teams na parang
Nag-iiba eh.
nakatulong sa kanila matalo
Nag-iiba
ng one set
yung,
kasi parang
nag-iiba yung
ang
complexion ng laro bigla.
parang yung nangyari sa UP and NU the day before nung medyo down na yung UP, nawala yung pressure so they got freed up from that expectation, yung shackles of expectation, whereas NU syempre 'di ba parang expected yung NU manalo doon and then they were shocked. So parang iniisip ko nung Lasal Ateneo, the way the second set played, parang nagkaroon ng nakikita ko pag nakascore sila parang they're just having fun. And sa side naman ng Lasal, it wasn't that they were getting demoralized, pero yun nga, I think you can mention that maybe certain facets of the Lasal game were lost at least in the second set.
Okay. In as much as we gave a lot of errors nung second set, I think Coach Noel also gave credit nung press ko nito na we can't play around with our opponents since especially itong si Ateneo because they showed nung second set na they can play good floor defense. I think ito yung set na wherein ang taas ng reception efficiency nila. They had 44 to 25, ang layo ng gap sa atin. And Ateneo had 14 kills, only 3 errors, 'di ba? So I mean with good success rate. Although we had 17 kills, but I think ang ano dito is that wala tayong block points on this set. Kumbaga, nag-cancel out lang yung kill points, 17-14. And the problem was that, yun nga, we gave more errors. And then, wala pa tayong block points. So parang, Ateneo was able to execute on this set more than we did because yun nga, mas nakaka-receive sila. So yun yung ano ko dito. So, in as much as we wanted to put this on an angle we're in, hindi, it's just because of our errors. Pwede naman. I think it's an acceptable discussion din naman na yes, it's because of our errors, pero I think we have to also give credit on how Ateneo played good defense on that set na kasi if hindi naman sila makakascore ng 25 lang dahil lang sa error. I mean, those are just 9 errors eh. So the 16 Ateneo points scored on that set probably came from their attacks, 'di ba? Parang it's not all about just our errors, but it's really about they were able to execute din na nakaka-receive sila ng maayos that good first good first pass, nakaka-offense sila ng maayos. Hindi sila yung tipong bad first ball. We all know naman na pag bad first ball, chances are I think that's what's causing us to get block points din eh. Kasi pag pangit yung receive, chances are mas nagiging predictable yung pupuntahan ng bola, so that's where we get our block points. But I think on the second set wala din nga. Hindi tayo it's nice to put the storyline na it's not about us not playing well, but Ateneo just played clean enough to make us defend. I think that's one good storyline that we can put for the second set. Kasi they just had 2 errors. So yung clean play nila was enough to give them the second set win.
Yeah, I think for me, the second set, what stood out was we were behind most of the time,
Yeah.
if not the entire time in this set. But we leveled it at 2020, and that's what prompted Coach Veloso of Ateneo to call a timeout. And after that timeout, service ace sila eh, na
Yes.
misreceive ni, like yung serve ni Tax Fujimoto. And then I think in the build-up leading to Ateneo clinching the second set, we also had two attack errors na
Yes.
long eh, long and
Ano yun?
wide. So parang
Dalawa yun. Pang 23 and pang 24 if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. So, yun nga, one way, tama naman na we can say na, of course, we handed it to them, but sabihin natin, pag na-score tayo, tapos nag-service error sila, or yung pangit yung first serve nila allowing us to get the side out, manenegate din yun eh. So,
Yes.
we have to tip our hat to Ateneo for at least having that. And niisip ko na lang din eh, baka due na rin tayo to lose a set in that
Hindi,
manner. Kasi
maganda din
remember,
siya,
we had
Bri.
games, we
Actually,
had games like, UST and FEU na we could have lost sets there. Third set for both
pati ano
that
na rin,
UST.
sa akin, it's more of just to put that stat out of the way. Kasi parang ano rin siya eh, baka alam mo yun, parang, well, ano naman to, it depends naman sa team eh. I mean, if our team is mentally tough enough na, which I think we trust naman our team to be like that, it's a nice stat to hold, but it's also a nice stat to put away na hindi mo na rin siya iisipin at the back of your head na let's just focus on winning the match. Okay na yan, we dropped the set, ayos na yan. Hindi na siya dapat parang it's not it's not something that we should worry about.
Yeah, hindi siya big deal as long as you get the win at the end of the day.
Yep.
And we saw the response. Third set, it was quite a dominant response by the Lady Spikers. The lineup change here you mentioned
Oh,
earlier on when you give credit to the two players,
change up,
Cabradilla and
change
Tegucigalpa,
up.
they filled in Returta and Santos' shoes. And what do you think they offered more that maybe Returta and Santos weren't able to offer for this game? I mean, not to down the two that got sidelined, but to credit the two that stepped up, answered the
Sa
call.
akin, I think it's just ano lang, kasi parang I think they gave Shane enough already to ano din eh. Kasi parang nagkakasunod-sunod din yung errors ni Shane kanina. I think that it's just normal. Hindi naman ano yan, hindi naman it's not something negative kasi syempre from a team concept, team perspective, it's just right din naman na kung may hindi talaga maganda yung laro and you have capable replacements of the bench, talaga namang normal na titingin ka sa kanila to find ways to kung sino bang pwedeng subukan na pwedeng makapag-contribute. So, yun lang yun. It's nice to put it positively na kasi hindi naman talaga perfect na every match maganda yung ilalaro mo eh. So it's a good thing na pag ganyan na pag medyo alangan yung isang player, you have players to replace. So I think wala namang ano, it's just that nagkataon lang din talaga na um, there's an objective for us to still win the match at alam mong kasi ano naman eh hindi naman pwede din kumbaga sa akin I think enough naman yung binigay kay Mikey and kay Shane kanina eh. na exposure inside eh. Kaya lang talagang hindi lang nagki-click kanina. Yun lang. Part naman ng laro yan eh. Any sporting event, there's such an event that really happens na may mga matches na talagang hindi lang talaga nag-click kanina. So it's important that you have players na you can put in, kasi for example, I think tawag ito, Mikey is also a rookie, 'di ba? Tapos I mean, diba, parang magkakaroon ng, I mean Shane is just ano rin, 'di ba, na even if okay na yung nilalaro niya, I mean, hindi naman perfect yung mga student athletes natin na talagang may mangyayari na may mga matches na talagang ano na hindi maganda yung ipapa off night. Kumbaga, may mga off night. It's just normal. So it gave the avenue for Althea and Ella to show what they can to contribute.
Yeah, sa akin, I can admire the two for playing confident kasi madaling sabihin na if hinugot ka, baka malamig ka. I mean, sa
Oo naman,
volleyball,
oo,
with
oo.
Coach Ramil's, we've seen with Coach Ramil's system, siguro matindi rin yung sports psychology na ini-instill ng
Yeah,
coaching staff. Kasi diba,
yeah.
yung magic hugot kay Coach Ramil yan, ano eh, na-associate sa volleyball eh. Parang tipong magugulat na lang yung mga tao, oh, sino to? Parang, I mean,
But
to the
Bra, yun
casuals,
nga,
parang
I think
nag-emerge yung talent talaga.
you nailed the right term, yung readiness. Ibang klase. Kasi di ba parang kahit ilang games hindi naglalaro, pero pag pinasok mo at any point of the match, boom, nagpe-perform eh. Kaya yun, I have to agree with you na we must be doing, Coach Ramil and his coaching staff is probably doing, o hindi naman probably, sorry, they must be really doing a good job on that aspect, yung mental aspect ng players na kahit ilang matches kang nandyan na nasa bench, pag pinasok ka, I mean, you show up and deliver, di ba?
Yeah, so before we go to the men's discussion, we'll just slightly look ahead towards Saturday. We have UE coming up, a
Yep,
UE team that's unfortunately faced a lot of hardships on and off the court,
yep.
and so far also joining Ateneo in the winless column. Many online or many volleyball fans, both we know and those who are we don't know, are probably listing this as a Lasal win. Of course, the stats would point to that, but UE can also be a dangerous team, especially if yun nga, they catch us on a very off night. Alam naman natin in the UAP, it's really competitive field. What do you expect to see from the team? Do you see more rotations, or is it more of trying to build on what has been happening? Also pending Shabana's availability, which we couldn't tell pa at this
Yeah,
moment in
yeah.
time.
I think ang expectation ko naman into this Ateneo game is first and second set yung normal normal rotation mo and didiin ka na to have a two sets to none advantage, and then third set that's where you start blending in your depending on the match or on the set situation, then you start putting in some of the other players. That's how I see the UE match on the next weekend. But then syempre depende if yung takbo ng laro will be similar to what we've seen today against Ateneo. So we can probably see again the similar adjustments that not unless not unless Coach Ramil plans to start Ella or maybe Altea. So that's another question in play. So it really depends on the coaches if they plan to start or they plan to still stick with this six and then see what happens to para kung ano man yung further adjustments that they would do. So that's how I probably see it. But then again, I think yung lesson for this match, hopefully we bring it on the next weekend. Kasi yun nga, parang yun nga, the lesson here is that we can't, if we don't focus, if we try to do too much, yun, pwedeng makadali ng one set yung mga kalaban natin from us. So,
Yeah,
yun
and a moment to spare for you, Aiden, kasi before Lasal, they face NU in midweek, so it's gonna be a long week for UE,
yep.
and we'll see how it goes on Saturday. That's a double header, but then well, a four game slate, but of course, from a Lasal perspective, it's a double header. The women's team will play at, if I believe the first game sila. I just checked the schedule to be sure. First game sila, just like in this game against Ateneo. And Lasal will also look for its first win in that game against the men's. But before we look at that Lasal game, or we will actually not really look towards that. We will review Lasal's four-game performance in the men's uh, division. Kasi 'di ba, as much as it's been rosy for our women's team, it has looked like anything
Exact
of that
opposite
for the
for
men's.
the men's team.
Oh, yeah, it's 0-4. The only team in the men's division still without a win. And I mean, we entered this season with some high hopes, but also wary of how this team is different from the season before. Kasi diba, ang dami umalis. It's not just like Maglinaw and Captain left. Also the core left na sina ano?
Adahar. I
Makita
think
si
I think wala
Adahar.
na si Adahar. From
Yeah.
what I've seen kanina,
Oh, wala.
we're
I
parang we
don't.
have two setters na sinusubukan ni Coach Jose. So
Mhm.
yun, I think that's where we're at a rebuilding. Ako, yun yung tingin ko. That's what I can say na we are on a rebuilding phase kasi nga we've been trying out two setters. So pinagpapalit-palit siya ni Coach Jose kanina, testing it out
Yeah.
on various match scenarios, how those two setters will react. So yun yung ano kanina.
Yeah, and it's been a rough start. Unfortunately, losing all four. I think, with all due respect to our team, there was hardly a surprise when we lost to FEU because FEU, NU, and maybe to an extent UST, they
Yeah.
appear to be a different level compared to the other teams. At least at this part of the season, 4 to 5 games in. When you look at where the teams are so far, that's how it looks. Eh. Parang there's a three-way race for the top two spots, and then there's a 4 to 5. I mean, pag sinabi nating five-way race, ibig sabihin kasala pa tayo dun for
Yep.
the, kasi maaga pa naman, di ba? Hindi pa naman tayo further behind. There's a five-way race for the final four spot. So yun yung parang nangyayari ngayon. Of course, there's a danger for Lasal to totally fall off because of results. But we've seen how they played against, well, ako personally, I've seen how they played against UP, and you've seen how they played against Ateneo, and there are glimpses there. It's just, I think what happened in the UP game, before I ask you about the Ateneo game, is that they let that first set slip, and then, yun nga, uminat na nun si Rahim, but apart from Rahim, which parang angel kanina yun si Rahim, alam na natin gagawa siya. I think it gave confidence that how he was performing, it allowed his teammates to also contribute the same way. And that's how it looked. And then yun, Lasal parang they had to rely on their net defense. And when it's not there, like, I think Vic, you were critical before of the lack of attacks. Parang gutom yung attacks natin when you just look at the stat sheet. Did you have that impression when you watched them against Ateneo today?
Although kanina sa atin, I don't think we're hungry kasi kanina 54 kills tayo eh with we had yung problema natin kanina attack errors. Ang dami nating attack errors kanina. Yun yung ano ko doon. That's my concern. Yun yung ano ko. I think we have to yung issue natin for today's match is not kulang. I think we had although we had only 153 attempts compared to 166 ni Ateneo, but ang ano ko doon is that yung 13 attempts na difference, I think we were more efficient. We had yun nga, we had 54 kills, but then 26 errors, attack errors. Yun yung ano doon. That made it much more hard to kasi sayang yan kasi we were able to nakaka-receive ng maayos, yun nga, nakaka-receive, nakaka-set, pero hindi nakaka-finish. I think in basketball parlance, yun yung ano natin doon. Parang good set, good pass, but hindi lang talaga nakaka-finish. I think yun yung story of the match eh. Kasi blocks close 11-10, and but then it's 11-10, but Ateneo delivered the crucial blocks on the fifth set. Yun yung ano doon. That's the tough part there. Parang I think four or five blocks si Ateneo nung fifth set. So out of that 11. So kumbaga yung timing ng blocks ni Ateneo could not have gone any more important, but kung kailan yung fifth set tsaka pa nag-click yung blocking nila. So but overall yun yung doon. I think reception efficiency also, yun nga, Ateneo also won that percentage. It's 39-31. So it means even if nakaka-kill tayo ng possession on this match, I think there were still left na sana we could have gone better with better reception. Yun yung dito. Digs lamang tayo sa digs. So wala tayong ang lang doon sa digs, yun nga, ang problema sa digs. Nakaka-dig tayo pero ang problema we were not able to capitalize on scoring. So I think yan yung pa rin
parang yan tayo eh. Parang yan yung sa football, maraming saves yung keeper mo kasi maraming shots yung kalaban.
Yes.
Parang
Correct.
Yeah, so at least in the last two games of Lasal, especially this latest one, because the UP game, I think, overall, it was a UP win. Ito parang, there was a margin, a tight margin, and it just happened to be a cleaner team one. It was Ateneo in that game. I can still dare say that we are not too far behind, but the next two games will be crucial in determining that because UE, Adamson, if you still can find wins in this game, it doesn't need parang magiging 0-6 na, it's too much. It's probably
wins from those two at the very least. Yun yung doon. Yun yung that's the point that we're trying to convey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they will try that at 9 a.m. on Saturday at Smart Araneta Coliseum.
Parang same. Right. Wait lang, yan ako nga. Kasi going back to the men's, for example, our leading scorer kanina si Ventura. He had 18 points, but the problem was he had also 8 attack errors. So parang alam mo yun, parang in basketball parlance, you scored 30 but you had a lot of turnovers. So I think yun yung natin. That's one thing that we can clean up sa mga susunod na laban pa natin.
Yeah, so the point is there is power and potential in this team, but they are looking rusty from their best.
Feeling ko din talaga sila kasi with Bangsit and Regidor, yun, silang dalawa yung setters na pinagpapalit-palit talaga ni Coach Jose kanina. So hoping that at some point during the season yun medyo mahanap natin yung mahanap yung tamang
so I guess to close out that this segment of the men's team is it fair to expect less than what was the norm of that? Let's just call them the Campton, Maglinaw, Anahar batch, yung tipong yung player group na yun. I mean, expect less. Not to say na na hindi nila kaya mag-Final Four, pero syempre
Oo naman.
Nag-Final Four last time. They're more competent at more ready to make the Final Four.
Yes, mas hinug yung Maglinaw, Campton and Adahar Mas na yun, mas hinug na yung team na yun as compared to the team itong current batch natin.
Yeah, so there's a lot of firepower, but maybe, syempre, we'll also protect our Green Spikers because marami rin siguro magsabi online, itong Lasal, ang lakas ng preseason, bakit ngayon?
Yeah.
Parang walang habuga.
It's actually a common story. It's not, if you're watching UAAP for the longest time, iba pa rin when the lights shine the brightest. It's the preseason is a different beast compared to the actual UAAP tournament. So, yan siya talaga. Hindi naman extraordinary scenario yan. Talagang nangyayari yan na you have a good preseason but all of a sudden you just could not translate it pagdating ng UAAP kasi it's a really different animal. So, a lot of kailangan actual learnings, experiences. That will really help you shape up kung ano yung maging itsura ng team nyo. Not just for this season, especially if you have this transition period. It's not just for this season, but yung mga susunod ninyong seasons pa.
Yeah, it's never just about the short term. It's always the planning. And yun nga, the Green Spikers are entering a new cycle this season. So let's look forward to their next game, and hopefully for them, they'll be able to bag their first win. So speaking of cycle and time, we'd like to thank our sponsors, our friends from Ibarra, Manila. Check out their watches, especially the Trofeo Green and the Quiver watch, exclusively available at the DLSA office.
Right.
Check out the graph.
I-shoutout
Ano?
lang natin yung 18-0. Yan, 18-0. Murad.
Grabe.
Softball team, congratulations.
Oo.
18-0. Mercy.
Ano,
No
so we will go
hitter.
to
No hitter. Mercy rule. I love it. Kudos.
grabe.
Kudos.
No hitter mercy rule in 3 innings.
Oo,
So
diba?
shout
No
out to them.
hitter,
Sila
3
yung
innings,
special
18 zip.
Sila yung special shout out today. And also
Yeah.
special shout outs to Coach Gian and Coach Joe's Zobel
Yeah.
team. Not just making the Final Four, but winning another game against UST. Defending
Mako Davao.
champions. Tama ba?
Mako Davao.
Tama ba? Defending
Having,
champions ba yan?
ha?
Defending champions
Yeah,
ba
they're
yan
the
sila, di ba?
reigning and the defending champions. Yep, the Tiger
Oo,
Cubs are the
ano na,
reigning.
outgoing. I think the more
Outgoing, yes,
appropriate
because
na
they're out of the
outgoing.
Final Four. So it's sure na we have a new. Yeah, sabi nga,
Yeah.
we have a
And
new.
then
Sabi nga
the-
ni Bruce Buffer pag UFC. And the new. We're going to have a new U19 champion. Sure na yan because USD is already out of the Final Four are running. So yun yung mga special shoutout natin. Tito Raul Recto, one of the managers ng softball team, and to coach and to the rest of the softball team, kudos. And also to our yung ating baseball naka one match pa lang, no. Isang game pa lang, no.
2 matches na. Katatalo lang
Opo,
today to UST.
Yun.
Yeah, we lost.
So yun. So pero
We lost
bawi
10-6
tayo
to
next
the
game. Bawi tayo next game.
UST Golden Sox.
Sama, no? Parang hindi kasi itong mga nanonood, favorite namin ni Brian Red Sox. So
Buti walang UE. Buti walang UE sa baseball.
kaya buti na lang walang baseball team ang UE, kundi mahirapan kami ni Brian.
Hindi,
Mahirapan
Cincinnati sila para sa akin.
Cincinnati
Cincinnati
Reds na.
para sa-
UE Reds na lang sila. UE Reds. UE Reds.
Yeah, and the other results, yung Zobel women's, they beat Ateneo girls. I mean,
Yeah,
girls
to
pala.
finish
Zobel
bronze
girls,
sa
they beat.
girls basketball division. So,
Yeah.
shout out to Coach Louie, Coach Vega over there sa Zobel for a bronze finish.
Also, of course, Zobel, ano to? Zobel's been there, as in, hindi sila finals, so if I'm not mistaken, I think it's gonna be a finals rematch ng
Alin?
UST and NU sa women's. Kasi apat lang ata sila dun, diba?
Yes. Ano na siya?
Sa high school.
It's a rematch na ng NU and the UST for the girls championship. Girls basketball
And la-
championship rather.
And last of our rundown of updates is that the DLSU tennis team
Yep.
sits at 5th place with a 2-4 record. I think they had the big win against Ateneo just recently. And the women's team is in 3rd place at 2-2.
Yep.
Just one behind the co-leaders UP and UST. So who knows? We might see
Laban
the
lang.
in the finals of the tennis, diba? So that's it for us. Brian, Vic. Catch us next weekend as we wrap up. At least yung schedule namin next weekend. Baka mamaya may breaking news ng off-season. Eh. Who knows? We can do that in the midweek. Pero kung tahimik naman yung airwaves, then expect
Oo.
our next
Airwaves
episode
ka
to
ngayon.
be-
Medyo
After
hindi,
that,
medyo hindi tahimik ang airwaves ngayon eh. Kanya-kanyang
Dami ba?
tutukan sa
Madami
ere.
bang sumasagap?
tutukan sa ere.
Ibang
Mayroon
airwaves
waves
ata
eh.
yung tinutukoy mo eh. Pero
Yeah,
at least
so,
in the
ano
UAAP transfer or commitment
Ay,
airwaves, medyo tahimik pa. Medyo.
Transfer commit.
Medyo tahimik pa.
Transfer commit.
But if there's breaking news,
Bri, it depends sa kung gusto nila mag-ingay. Depende kung gusto na nila mag-ingay. So yun,
yeah.
nasa kanila
So
yun.
kung
No, nasa kanila
walang
yun.
news before the UE game, we'll see you in the reaction of those UE games, just like today. So on behalf of Vic, it's Brian. Thank you for watching and listening
great
to our
week.
show. As always, like our social media channels, Facebook, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify channels in case you haven't yet. And if you made it this far, I'd like to thank you. And as always, shout out ko pala, 1,500 na yung subscribers natin sa YouTube. So thank you to all the 1,500 of you, and hopefully masamahan pa kayo ng marami pang tao.
Yep.
So, do you always say, Vic?
Animal Lasal.